Hey guys, Mitch here with the TheAudioDabbler YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Donner Meo synthesizer. I'm going to do an unboxing and just first impressions, and so let's get started. So I really don't do many unboxing videos, but I thought I would give it a try. I did not get this, I guess technically I did get it for free, but not from Donner. This is not affiliated with Donner. I'm part of a Amazon Vine program. Oh, there we go. That's nice. But I got it to do an Amazon review, not a YouTube view, and so all of these are my own impressions. Nobody's paying me to say anything. And so let's get it out of the box. It's got some nice packaging. Create the music. Create the moment, Donner Music. Thank you for choosing. And then here is the instruction manual. Though I think the box is really cool. Packaging is really nice. It's a good hard box. Let's get that out of the way. What else is in here? Oh, and just the cable. Got some good packaging underneath too, like the foamy stuff. So definitely very well packaged. Kudos for that. Really cool box. Standard, I'm assuming, USB-C cable right there. And then here is the little portable synth. It reminds me of that, I can't remember the name of it. The little Artiphone thing. So as you can see, it's just a little box. Done a little bit of research on it. I believe there's a desktop plug-in that you can adjust the synthesizer with, and you can sample with it. It's got a nice feel to it. It's got a built-in mic, headphone jack, USB power. Nothing on the other side. Here's a power button, volume. It does have a little speaker, which it's kind of cool. And so let's turn this bad boy on. Alright, let's see. I did see something like this is kind of the shift button. So if I want bass, okay, so if I hold that chord, lead, sample. So I wonder how, I bet. Let's look at this manual real quick, see if there's a quick guide. Buttons, languages I don't understand. Let's see. The button, a single tap of the button can quickly cycle through each of the 5 modes. Okay, so a quick tap will get you there. That is the button. See, it says the little squiggly button. All right, so I'm colorblind too, so this is a Okay, so that's chord, lead. Okay, so lead is lit up. So that sounds like the major scale. Do, 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 do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Okay, so fa. Okay, so tap tempo BPM, that's nice. Okay, so it's going to definitely take, it's not, how do you say, super simple. I mean, you can get started with it, I think. This documentation is definitely not the best. Playing with Medo Donner app allows you access to more presets and inspire creativity. Open the App Store. Alright, so I can do that. Updating the firmware. Some of the things kind of easy, like hold this button down, tap tempo BPM. I like that. I like the key, easy to change key. That's octave. Let me see. Okay. So on either side of the octave button, that's going to be the different scales. So there's only 4 scales. Alright, so let me hold that. Octave. Oh, I'm on the sample again. Alright. Octave. You can see it's lit up right there, so I can go down. Kind of middle C. Okay, so I just held everything down and it seemed like it took everything away. So if I want to... So I've had a chance to play around with the Medo for several days now, and I really do like it. I think it had some quirks at launch. I don't know like when it launched, but I know the app had some issues connecting. The Windows software had some issues connecting. It just wouldn't work, but now I can say that Donner has fixed all of that stuff. Connecting to Bluetooth sometimes is still a little tricky here. You can see I have the app open. Sometimes if it doesn't work, you just power off the Medo, power it back on while you have the app already open, and then it'll kind of see it. Same thing with the desktop software. If you got it plugged in via USB to do the synthesizer, it can do some really cool stuff with the gestures of the Medo, which is pretty awesome. So you kind of have to have a computer or an iPhone or Android. Haven't tested Android, but you kind of have to have one or the other in order to kind of get the most out of this, because you can go to the library, different songs, you can do different presets, different drum presets, bass, chord, and lead, and even samples. You can load them on there. And so I could say this marimba here, I could remix it, and what it'll do is I say remix, and it'll send it to the Medo here, and then you can hear, once it loads up, it's now loaded. And here we could adjust, we could add some reverb if we wanted to, and it's pretty responsive once you get it on there. So that's kind of nice. Believe we'll go to the library. Presets here, I'm gonna load up this pad lead that I made. You can load up your own sounds, and you can put them out to the community so that you can share. And we'll turn this down a little bit because this one's a little spicy, a little hot. But it kind of shows you what all you can do. You can move your finger back and forth and get some gesture controls. You see that? That's pretty cool. So really, really awesome. I love the gesture part of it. Got different chords that you can do, and so it all works with the app. So well, but I can say that so far, now that some bugs have been worked out, that the app is working really good with the software. I would like a few things. I'd like to be able to preview the sound. That would be nice, because you're just really like, oh well, let's see what this sounds like, and then you're clicking and you're going, I don't like that. And so you go on down, Space Official, Remix. Yes, load. I don't know if I like that or not. I would like a preview if you could. Just a couple notes or something, just kind of give you a feel for the what it is, and if there's any gestures added to it, would be nice to know as well. You can't right now, from anything I could tell, you can't do anything with your own custom drum kits, but the ones that they have are really cool. I like this lo-fi hip hop one. It's really nice. And you have like this number 6 here, you can kind of shake it. My other complaint is once you record something in, it's fine. You can view it here, and you can load in different songs. Like I have a song here, Keep Your Soul. I can hit remix, and it'll import. It'll bring all the presets and all the MIDI data, and it'll put it right back on the Medo, which is really cool to be able to back it up like that. But I was hoping that I could just make something on here on the go, and then sync it up with the app, and then extract the audio to like put it on the video, put it on a YouTube short or something like that, and you really can't. And so you have to have some sort of external device. From what I can tell, I didn't see anywhere that you could record, but you can play. So that's pretty cool. If you want to reset everything, you can hold the little shift button and record, and shake it, and then everything will go away, and you can see the app responds. Once you're connected up to the app, it's really, really fast, really responsive. And if I wanted to record, you can see it recording here, and it's kind of gonna loop around until it hears audio, which I thought when I was first kind of figuring it out, I was like, I don't know how this works, but there's a bigger manual that you can get, and it works out pretty well. And so once you're done recording, you hit the little shift button as well, and it will kind of go through and record everything, go through what you did, and then it should end back. And so there's the burst loop. And so it's still in record mode. And so now I can switch to bass if I want to, and hit record. So now I've selected the chord. And you can see that as I was shaking it, it picks up all the little gestures that you do, and records kind of like the automation in it, which again, that is really, really awesome. So there's a lot of really good things that I like about this, and I think that there's a lot that they can not necessarily improve on, but add to, additions that they can do to make, you know, just the enjoyment of everything just really, really nice. The only thing that I guess another complaint I have is the sampling is kind of, I don't know, weird. I would like if they had like an audio trigger that you could set via the app. Would be kind of nice, but you just kind of hold this and you'll see it start going. And I don't feel like the book really explains, like, when you try to sample this thing, what happens, like what part it samples. And so you can see I just sampled my voice as I was talking.
Going, and I don't feel like the book really explains.
Going.
So there's really,
I don't feel like
there was like any kind of rhyme or reason as to release or countdowns to sampling, and so it makes it really difficult unless you have multiple people or you have some sound that's, you know, kind of constant to hold the Donner up to and the Medo up to and kind of do what it needs to do. And so that's another thing I feel like they could improve on. But overall, I would definitely, this is really super fun to just have in your pocket. The speaker, as you hear in the earlier part of the video, don't sound bad. I mean, it's just a little Bluetooth speaker, but can definitely get you to hear what you want to hear. You do have some options. The app sometimes is kind of slow, but it is communicating Bluetooth over, you know, trying to get all this stuff together, and so it can be a little slow sometimes, I feel. Something else inside the app you can do is you can change the keys and the scales, and here's what the keys and scales that you can use. You know, you got all the keys, and then you got a couple natural, let's see, you got a natural minor and a major, and then you have a couple pentatonic scales. I'm sure they could expand upon that, as, you know, but you can't make everybody happy with the scales. But usually those two scales you can get by with most things that you want. As far as other options inside, you can have auto power off, sounds with USB. I haven't really tested that, but I'm assuming that it would pass sounds over USB. Haptic feedback, it kind of, you can feel it when you tap it. So if you like that, then, you know, good. If not, then that's okay. The MIDI mode, single or per part. I didn't try the single because I went ahead and put it over to the per part, because it is really, really fun using this as a MIDI controller on your iPad or your iPhone or anything, because you can, the gestures are just so much fun. You can get such a dynamic range. Plan on doing a video on just that aspect of it. Kind of the gyroscope positions. And then you can adjust the LEDs. I adjusted them because I am colorblind, and I adjusted it to where it's easier for me to understand. I do like apps that, or if I have the ability to change some colors, then that helps me. So that pretty much covers kind of my first impressions, and then having my hands on it for a few days to kind of get a feel of, you know, of how to actually use it. And I've had some fun just walking around the house making weird little beats and stuff like that. So that's really super fun. Definitely need an app or a desktop. The desktop plugin is very similar to the app as far as the control. There is a separate download for the synthesizer, which is, you know, not the most advanced synthesizer, but you can make some pretty interesting sounds, especially if you incorporate some of the gestures. But overall, I think this is a really, really cool step into just a little handheld direction. Now, does it compare with like Koala on the iPad or iPhone, being able to do some of that stuff? It doesn't, but it's a physical device, and, you know, sometimes just getting your hands on a physical device over a touch screen is sometimes really nice, and allows for just to be able to disconnect from the world and have this right there and just kind of go out in the woods and just play some melodies and just walk around. You know, it's kind of cool stuff. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like a full tutorial on the synthesizer, let me know. I do plan on doing a video on the MIDI functionality with an iPad, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.